We've seen someone taking pictures over there of something. I didn't think that was a good look, so I stopped.
What?
I don't mean to sound like a moany bastard or anything. Yes, first one. We're not exactly in a better mood than we were yesterday, so this is really difficult. Welcome to day 2 of our AI generated Budapest itinerary. It's still cold.
Yep.
We are slightly more adjusted to the time zone now, but still tired.
Yep.
Someone has crinked her neck.
I have. The bed is awful.
Yeah.
The pillow is as thick as a piece of paper, and the bed is so soft. It's like being at a bouncy castle.
Yeah. It's quite a movement to turn around and look at me now, isn't it?
I know.
And also, I think I'm getting sick. My throat hurts. I've been coughing a bit, so
Falling apart.
we're not exactly in a better mood than we were yesterday. But we have a day planned still. Looks pretty good on paper, so buckle up because we're gonna go and see some shit.
Yeah. Day 2 of what? How did they
Look
build this?
at this monster.
Like what?
I mean, it's like, this is like Harry Potter actually, isn't it, this one? It's got that Hogwarts feel to it.
How many windows?
A lot of window taxes on this building, that's for sure.
That was just Melbourne.
Oh, was it? Okay.
I don't know if Budapest has got window taxes.
No, they had window taxes in Edinburgh as well, I know that. Because I remember I did like a bus tour once and they talked about it.
Or maybe.
So maybe it's more common than we think.
Maybe. Well, impressive.
Yeah,
Well
very
done,
much.
Budapest.
Congratulations, Hungary.
Look how fat this tree is. Like, have you ever seen such a fat boy? Look, he's got nothing at the top practically. Sorry, tree.
So stop one, if you haven't guessed it, is this massive building behind us here, which is the Hungarian Parliament building. And as we just said, it is mighty impressive. Unless, in fact, it has been built by aliens, in which case it's not that impressive. I'm assuming this is a famous Hungarian of some sort. I don't think it's Dominik Szoboszlai, but he's the only Hungarian that I can think of right now. So I was about to start filming a little bit of the Parliament building there, and then tons of school kids went right in front of the camera, so I didn't think that was a good look, so I stopped. And just in case the Parliament building wasn't enough, we have this behemoth behind it. I'm not even sure what this one is.
They've been putting new windows in.
Yeah, oh, more window taxes. But yeah, this one, like, the detail in this one is also absolutely insane. Like, all these statues at the top, and the very top, that chariot up there as well. It's ridiculous.
So impressive.
Okay, so slight update on the buildings. We were just looking at this one, and then I saw this one here that's obviously still under construction. But we saw a YouTube video on Budapest recently where the guy was saying that they're doing this program here where they're actually like rebuilding or building new buildings but making them to look like old buildings.
Was it also, I guess because of the war, a lot of them got damaged?
Yeah, I think so.
And they were rebuilt
Yeah.
or like reconstructed then. So now they're going back and turning them into what it
originally looks like,
So
yeah.
they're getting rid of the old new version
And building a
replacing
new
it with a
old version. Yeah.
To be fair, like for this one, you can see the difference in colour
Yeah.
in some of the statues.
Yeah,
at
you
the
can
top.
actually, yeah.
Like
It
some
looks-
are really white and some are more like a tanny.
It kind of looks
sandy
newer,
colour.
doesn't it?
And like some of the balconies.
Yeah.
So is it just that they're
Is this actually just
redoing
a...
some of the old stuff?
Yeah. So anyway, the guy was saying that there was some, I think, public resistance to it because
People are used to
people didn't
the
want
new
didn't
old
want
stuff.
yeah people didn't want this like look of new made to look old. So these two could be examples of that, I think.
Yeah.
And if the Parliament building wasn't beautiful enough, it looks out on to the River Danube. Peas, anyone? Peas on the Danube? It's a good bad name, that.
Who brings peas as a snack? Quite a powerful memorial. The shoes, the iron shoes, are there to represent Hungarian Jews that were shot during World War II because they were Jews. They'd be lined up along the banks because the shoes are called the shoes of the Danube bank. They'd be lined up and try to take their shoes off because shoes were a valuable commodity in that time. And then they were executed and fell into the river. So the shoes are there to remember them and what they went through. And yeah, it was quite a powerful display. Very, very, very sad.
So this is called the Chain Bridge, and we're about to take this one and walk across it and go to our next stop, which is the Castle District. It's called the Chain Bridge because it uses massive iron chains to support the deck, which makes it a suspension bridge. Welcome to the Buda side of Budapest. It's absolutely freezing, so we are going for a coffee break before we continue on to the Castle District. I think we found our place. This one certainly looks good. Interesting place, this. Okay, coffee had. We are only just warm and now we're back out in the cold again. And we're going up to the Castle District. So there is a funicular just here that can take you up the hill up to the Castle District, but the queue is massive, so we're going to take the stairs instead. That is the queue for the funicular down there. The stairs actually are not too bad. Yeah, we're about halfway. There's a little observation point here which we're getting this footage from, and then there's a few more steps to go, but actually it's not bad. So I imagine the funicular probably costs a fortune as well because they're robbing tourists here. So yeah, I think the stairs, if you're able, the stairs are fine. I don't mean to sound like a moany bastard or anything, but it's just too busy here. There's just massive tour groups everywhere, and it's just hard to move, and it's not making it very pleasant. Get some amazing views up here, that's for sure.
Even the crow's got a jacket on.
I know, it's The crows are not supposed to be that colour, are they?
Oh,
With the grey on the back. No, he's gone.
there's another one
Ooh,
next to it, so it's not just a white.
No, that's a Hungarian crow, obviously.
It is.
And we're now back on the pest side of Budapest, Gillian's side.
Hey! To be fair, I actually prefer the pest side. The Buddha side is just way too busy, so yeah, joke's on you, Spire.
Okay, so as I said, we are back on the pest side of the river, and we were we were gonna spend a bit more time on the Buddha side, but it's just so busy. It was kind of getting a bit annoying, a bit crowded, so we've changed our plans slightly. And one thing that we had looked at was there's this sculptor called Mihály Kolodko, I think his name is, and I'll put it on screen if I've got that wrong. And he has produced a lot of these small statues that are all around Budapest. So we thought what we'd do for the remainder of the day is go on a bit of a like sort of scavenger hunt type thing and go and try and find, like, they are everywhere. There's even one at the airport as well, so we won't get that to do. We might get that when we fly back if we can, if we remember. But they're really, some of them are quite spread out, so we won't get them all, but there's quite a few that are in a sort of 20-minute, half-hour radius of our Airbnb, so we thought we'd focus on them and try and get as many as we can. So that is the plan for the next few hours.
Wish us luck.
Yes.
I think it might take a while for the first few.
I think so,
Just
yeah.
to kind of get into a groove of like,
Yeah.
what kind of places are we looking?
Yeah, because they're quite small as well. There's different, like, they're all different types of characters, and they've all got names. So yeah, let's go and see some statue shit and see how we get on. Gillian is just
Trying
on.
to figure out.
She's on the webpage for this thing. She's trying to.
It's not the easiest
Trying to identify where everything is. So yeah, here goes. So this is really difficult. I think we're going to be here all afternoon doing this.
Just finding one.
I know, just the first one. We still can't find it yet.
The map that we're using isn't super clear.
No, it's not the
so we
best.
can go from the website to Google Maps and try and match up the landmarks.
Yeah, it's a challenge. This is kind of like Pokemon. Right, so we've almost given up on the first one because it's like really hard to find it. But
Looks like it is.
we've seen someone taking pictures over there of something which was not where the map said it was supposed to be at all.
Across the road.
Yeah, the map had us on the other side of the street, but I think we found it.
I
Yes,
was ready to quit this
I was so ready to.
stupid scavenger hunt.
I know, but we found it. We've got it. Yes, first one. Here it is. Finally found it.
So this is a tribute to something called Kope, K-O-P-E. It's a cartoon mascot of the main Hungarian retail chain in the 80s. And it was to commemorate the opening of Scala stores. Sorry, I'm totally butchering this Hungarian. But yeah, he cheers passers-by on the square that he's not in.
I know. Well, we found him.
Yep, he's right across from the train station.
Yeah, right directly across. Okay, number one done. I think the group of people gathered is giving away the fact that we're at the next one.
Big statue.
Yeah, where's, oh, I can see a little one there. There it is. Down there.
Oh,
Yes.
the removal van's in the
The
way.
removal van's in the way, but it's right down there. It's a dead
A dead squirrel.
dead squirrel, yeah. But guys are in the way. We'll have to try and squeeze in there at some point.
Maybe we'll go on the other side of the van.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Here he is. There's the dead squirrel.
So apparently this is called Murdered Squirrel. His body is outlined by chalk and his hand clutching a weapon.
Oh, it looks like a gun he's got or something.
Yeah, I was trying not to say the word in
Oh,
case
sorry.
YouTube doesn't like it.
Okay.
So apparently we don't know what happened to this furry victim. Was it homicide or was it suicide? Is the perpetrator still at large? Luckily enough for the squirrel, he was murdered next to the Colombo statue, so it's a case that he's sure to be able to crack. What a cute one.
So that one was a lot easier. The group of people around the Colombo and dog statues helped a lot, but so maybe that first one was just a difficult one. I'm hoping the rest will be easy.
Yeah, hopefully.
Here goes.
Oh, hello there! Got myself a statue snack. This is a traditional Hungarian dish. It is called the chimney cake. It was something that I wanted to try at the Christmas markets, but in watching one of the local Hungarian YouTube videos, they said not to buy one in the Christmas market because it was like 3 times more expensive than what locals pay. So we found one just on a random street as we are looking for our statue, so I'm going to give it a shot. I went for the traditional cinnamon and sugar. It smells like a donut.
It smells Christmassy, that's for sure.
Delicious. Sweet. Loveliness. It would probably be nice if it was hot. I think that's maybe traditionally what it's meant to be like, but hers was sitting out. Nice. I think it's going to sustain me till the next one, which is like 5 minutes away. Let's go!
Back on the Danube, and still cold. Even colder down by the river, actually. But the views are mighty impressive. Hey G, how are those bites going?
The bites are going down nicely.
Almost gone.
It's delicious. Obviously this one is cinnamon sugar, and it very much kind of has a Cinnabon kind of smell. And not that I've ever had a cinnamon roll, but it's really fluffy dough. So it's it's really nice. It's lovely.
So just for a bit of context, the sculptor guy that's doing this, Mihály Kolodko, he's a Ukrainian, and the impression I got from reading about it is that like it's not done and dusted. Like more will likely appear in Budapest, in Budapest over time, and he keeps adding to them, I believe. The next statue is proving a little bit elusive for us. I think we've gone past it, but also like we're not really getting the clues that we got in the first one or two because there's groups of people everywhere, and so it doesn't like immediately tell you, oh, there's something there.
The statue hunt is so difficult. We've been looking for the third one for ages. I wonder where it is.
Found it. We had to Google this one. We've been like using a mix of the website and Google Maps and stuff like that, but we just could not find this one. So we had to Google it, and then it was on the steps by the Danube.
Yeah, so online it said it was next to the visitor centre at the House of Parliament.
Which is a bit further along there actually, yeah.
And it's actually just on steps leading down to the river.
To the river, yeah. So this is the steps here, and then that's the river. But yeah, got it.
What a rush!
This is quite a satisfying thing to do, actually.
It really is. We just met a really nice couple that are also doing the statue hunt, and I think are on their second one. They also find it difficult to find it. So this one was installed in May 2023. The mini statue of a Russian hat with a frog's leg represents the return of an earlier piece of work from this artist. So in 2019, the Ushanka was thrown into the Danube by a right-wing member of the parliament who removed it with an axe from its position in Liberty Square, which is near the monument to the Soviet soldiers who died in Hungary in World War II. So this guerrilla artist had already acted upon it, installing the miniature statue of an axe on the same spot, and now he's made this one come back from the water right next to the House of Parliament's visitor centre. So that's what it says.
So we're coming up to a park, and there should be 2 more in this park, but we've noticed now that we're seeing tons of people like on their phones, like as if they're looking at maps and looking like trying to work out where they're going. So I think there's quite a lot of people actually doing this. It's maybe a bit of a comment. Oh, you found already? Where is it? Where? I don't see it.
Over on that railing. The axe.
Still can't see it. Okay. I'm going to turn you around. Good spot, G. We found the next one.
You're welcome.
Give us some facts about this one.
So this one's actually connected to the one that we've just seen, the frogs with the Soviet hat. So this was where one far-right politician didn't take too kindly to the statues that this guerrilla artist was putting out, and destroyed the statue with an axe and threw it into the river. So the sculpture responded with this sardonic comeback, both mocking and memorializing. Yep, the violence of his aggressor.
So the next one we're looking for is Kermit the Frog, which sounds weird, but Gillian will explain it all when we find him. And yes, I said when we find him because we're not experts, we've done like 4 of them. We found him!
So this statue was created to recognise when frog legs became a Hungarian delicacy in the late 19th century. Don't worry though, Kermit is well loved and not likely to be eaten. If you happen to see him during the winter months, you may find that someone has dressed him in a cosy little scarf because it can get awfully cold in the snow.
It's cold today, he's not wearing a scarf.
No, but we did see a scarf on the other one.
We did, yeah, we did, that's true. So there's another one just outside this park where those last 2 were in, so we're hoping we can take that one off pretty quick as well.
So you can do this by yourself, or there are tours available. I don't think they'll cover nearly half of the statues, but you can do it as a group. We'll pop the link to the webpage that we're using down in the description below, because it's really fun. Even if you can just go and find a couple, like a lot of the places that we've been, we'll have walked past these statues yesterday or this morning, so it's maybe something that would be fun to do as you're going to see.
You can incorporate it into your day for sure.
Okay, we're looking for some kind of astronaut figurine.
It's not that, that is a sandwich. Found it.
Okay, so this one is a bit of a homage to the inventor of the lightweight but resilient wheels needed to traverse the moon on the lunar rover. It was a Hungarian that created this innovative piece of technology, and he partly escaped to the US after the 1956 revolution and ended up working for NASA. So this is for him.
It's a good one.
Extra fact for you, so this is on Hold Street. I'm sure the Hungarians say it differently, but hold in English, translated from Hungarian to English, it means moon. So, and it's on a street that is moon shaped because there's a curve here, so.
Okay, we just had a quick pit stop at the market in town and it's absolutely mental. We were planning to go back this evening when it's dark, but it doesn't bode well for the business levels. So the next one the next statue we're looking for is actually Mr. Bean's teddy, and it is to represent Brexit, and rather fittingly it is on the old British Embassy building. So I think we're just coming up to it now. Found him. Tiny.
Sandra's already giving you pretty much all the information, but the only other thing I was going to say is, in divisive times, it may help bring a little comfort to a fractured union. Beloved Teddy.
So I think this is the pedestrianised shopping street here in Budapest, one of the main ones.
Taking a little detour. Worth it.
Totally worth it. It's cute. And there's another Christmas market here too. Don't have to go too far in Budapest without finding a Christmas market this time of year. We found the next one.
So this statue is based off of a Jewish Austrian-Hungarian journalist, writer, political activist who became known as the father of modern Zionism,
yeah.
I'm going to put the name up on the screen, or get Andrew to put the name up on the screen because there's no way I'll be able to say it. But this is him, Herzl, with his bike, most likely inspired by a photo taken of him. It's appropriately placed near the iconic Dahani Street Synagogue.
I think it's probably that there.
Yes, this is not far from his birth site, which is now the Jewish Museum. So there we go.
We are on the hunt for the next one. We are close, but we can't quite see it yet. It's fun, this though. Here it is. So this is one of the biggest ones we've seen actually. You can't really miss this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's huge.
Okay, a bit of a depressing one. So on the website it says gloomy, Sunday, bleaky, and infamously known as the Hungarian suicide song due to the supposed influence it had on suicide rates in the 30s, was the work of, I'm going to put that on the screen, who lived and worked in a bar here, survivor of World War II labour camps and a former trapeze artist. So this artist focused on songwriting after an injury, so he could have collected a fortune in royalties for the song in the US, but instead stayed in a bohemian bar, writing, playing the piano and singing for the clientele. Years of depression followed, and after surviving a suicide attempt from the upstairs window, this tribute to his talent is on the wall of the former Kispipa restaurant. Yeah, that's it.
So I think the next one is going to be our last one. It is very cold and we are starting to really feel it, so we're going to go back for a couple of hours after we've done this one, and then come back out for the night market. So this is a coffee shop that we'd heard about, which is meant to be really nice, but that is the queue outside, the people waiting for it, so probably not going to bother this time. And right outside the coffee shop is our last and final statue, just on this bollard here.
So as Andrew mentioned, we're just beside the New York Cafe, which is a very famous coffee shop here. So this diver is holding a key, and the key is to represent the key to the cafe, because legend has it there was a Hungarian author who tossed the cafe's key in the river to prevent it from ever closing. And obviously his outburst worked, because the cafe is still just as popular today as it was back then. So I don't understand why. I suppose the divers from the river.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah,
went into the river to get the key. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So yeah, this is quite a big one, and it's so much fun. Like, I highly encourage you, if you are in Budapest, to come and have a look and find some of the statues. It's been a great way. I just sat there. It was a great way to explore the city on foot and see areas that we wouldn't have necessarily just stumbled across. So yeah, like I said, we'll put the link in the description below for you to go and have a look and try and find some of these statues and some of the others. There's tons of them. Okay, that's us. We are going to head back to our Airbnb for a few hours and then hopefully come out for the Christmas market tonight.
You said you wanted to be a runner, then why are you walking? You're pathetic. Everybody else is doing it, but you're not. You're not motivated at all. You're just slow.
No. Absolutely not. Does that sound familiar? That inner narrative, that inner critic, that trickster brain? He is cute though. If that is what you're contending with every single run, then no wonder running feels hard. It feels difficult. It's not something that you just want to lace up and go and do. It's pushing. It's telling you that you're not enough. It is lying to you. Hi, I'm Gillian. I'm a running and mindset coach, and I help runners of all levels, including those middle and back of the pack. I help them quiet that inner critic, build confidence, and help them finally feel like a real runner. So if this sounds like you, we'll put information in the description box below. Come have a chat with me. Let's see how we can tell old inner critic here, sorry Andrew, you're not old, to beat it and have you enjoying lacing up, enjoying going after your running goals and dreams. Bye for now.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good day.
Good day. It's a few hours later. We have been chilling in the Airbnb watching some Christmas movies, or movie, which has been great. Home Alone, if anyone's wondering. We are now on our way to the Basilica in town for the Christmas market. There's also a light show, a light projection
onto the
Basilica every half hour.
from 5:30 I think until 10 p.m.
Yeah, so we're going to go and catch that as well. We're going to have a look around the market. Hopefully it's not absolutely rammed, but I suspect it might be.
It was busy when we went today.
Yeah.
So,
And it's, I mean, I think night time is really the time that people go. Like, we've been a couple of times during the day and it's been pretty busy, but I suspect it's going to be much busier at night time. So here goes. Let's go see some Christmas market shit.
Yes!
So we made it to St Stephen's Basilica and it's busy and I'm already getting the rage. Okay, we've left St Stephen's Basilica already. For me it was just too busy, too annoying, too many people just getting in the way.
Very busy.
It's
lots of really rude
ignorant people, yeah.
Ignorant people, that's the word. It was very, very busy.
And I would say, like, for me, like, well, having watched a few YouTube videos on these Christmas markets, I feel like they glorify them a little
Show the
bit.
good parts.
Yeah, and like, you don't really... for me, like, you don't see that side of it where it's just people everywhere getting in your face and annoying you and stuff like that.
And it's not like it's the market's fault of where our Airbnb is, but we walked for like 35 minutes to get there, spent maybe 8 minutes at the market, and now we're
on the way
walking back for 35 minutes. Yeah, that's not the market's fault though, that's ours.
It's not. It is actually, yeah. So what did you think about the light show on the Basilica?
Honest opinion?
Honest opinion, because I'll give mine too.
Kind of wish we just stayed in the apartment
and kept watching Home Alone. Yeah.
I hadn't seen any YouTube videos on what this was. All I knew there was a light projection at the Christmas market, and I knew the times. That's all I knew. And I guess my expectation was that it'd be Christmas songs, that it'd be like Christmassy baubles and snow and that kind of stuff. It wasn't. Well, you just saw what it was.
Yeah, I just filmed it.
Not my jam. That was not my jam. I would give it like a 2 out of 10.
Ooh, that's low.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd give it that low. I did enjoy the music. I thought the singing, the sort of the male singer was good, and yeah, I enjoyed the music, but I think coming all this way for that, I don't know if it was worth it, and I expected more. So yeah, that was a bit of a disappointment. I mean, the market itself is nice, and we got a card there.
Lovely market.
Yeah, really nice. Just obviously way too busy at this time. It's just hard to actually enjoy it and take it all in because there's people everywhere.
We came a couple of nights ago, and we didn't film it, which is why we came back tonight to film it. And the projection wasn't on at that point.
No.
And it was nowhere near as busy. I would even say like half as busy as it was tonight.
And then it's a Sunday night, so I don't know if that's part of it as well, because I think that is the weekends are the busier days for it.
Which is understandable.
Yeah, but so it's nice. There's some nice stuff you can get there. Like the postcard we got was really nice.
And if we weren't almost max capacity on our luggage, I probably would have bought a few more extra things. It's really nice, sort of handmade, handcrafted items. There was lots of food, traditional food, but then also the kind of traditional German market food.
But one thing we did see on YouTube when we watched videos about this was that like the stuff at these markets is overpriced, and you know, like don't. I think we've mentioned already, like not to buy food from these places.
Well, my chimney cake that I got earlier, I think it was 1,200, and there it was 3,500.
Yeah, it's like 3 times the price.
Yeah, and then same with the langos. They're typically 3-4 times the price. So if you were even just to go a street or two out of the market, they're significantly cheaper. But there is a thing that you can. They do a daily menu, which is a slightly cheaper version of whatever the stalls sell in terms of food. So if you're wanting to sample some of the local cuisine, like the goulash, for example, ask them what their daily menu is.
You have to ask for it,
Yeah, and then it's like half the price. And it's often just a smaller version. So if you do want to sample some of the stuff, ask them what their special is that day.
Pro tip. I do feel like this vlog is just going to be like the grumpy Budapest vlog, so maybe we should end on a better note. Let's do our highlight of the day, shall we?
Yes, highlight of the day. For me,
I think it's going to be the same for both of us actually.
Hands down was the statue scavenger hunt.
Yeah, same.
So much fun. They were really adorable, and it was just nice seeing more of the city at the Pest side. Pest side,
it was the Pest side, There are statues on the Buda side as well.
There are, but we only did the Pest side.
So same for me. I loved that. I really enjoyed it. It was kind of took my mind off the cold for a little bit as well.
Unless we were stopped for a while.
And then
looking for something.
And then suddenly you felt it again.
And then we got really cold again.
It was great. I really enjoyed that, and I highly recommend it if you come to Budapest. And if it was warmer, I think I'd want to spend time looking for all of them. And
I think if we were also here longer, I would have maybe dedicated a couple of afternoons.
That's true.
But as it was, we only really did it for 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. And I think I mentioned there is one at the airport. So if we find that when we leave, we will we'll pop that footage in at the end if we remember. If not, then the video is probably going to end now with our usual music, and we will say goodbye.
Thanks for watching.
Subscribe, like, and comment. And we'll catch you on the next one, wherever that is.
Good night.
Get home safe.